told the story of Jesse James, which is important. So this one story, Jesse James, the guy from the Confederate Army, actually went down. He robbed a bank, and he ended up at this lady's house, right? And she didn't. Her husband wasn't there. Wasn't anything. And he said, "Look, bitch." Basically, this is what he said. "I need to get into your house, and I need to hide out for the night." She had a bunch of kids in there that were her actual kids. And he said, "Okay, well, I still need to stay here." He went, actually, the lady cooked him stew and biscuits. And Jesse said, "Is this all you got?" And she said yes, and she told him the story. "The bank's coming tomorrow to take my house. I don't have, they have a mortgage, a lien on my house. I don't have any money. Me and my kids are going to be on the street. We're screwed," basically. And Jesse said, "Okay, can I stay the night here for a night?" And she said, "Oh, well, I mean, he had a gun, so basically she said, fuck, okay, I mean, kill me otherwise." So he slept on the fucking couch or wherever he slept. He woke up the next day. He went into the bank that he robbed, and his, the bank's, bag shit that he robbed for all their money. He gave her enough money, and he told her to get a signed contract from the bank person that says you paid off the money. So she literally said, "Are you serious? You're gonna give me all this money?" I said, "Yeah, that's for letting me stay the night." Well, Jesse's not a dumbass. And if you think about Jesse James, he was probably up in the woods looking for that motherfucker with his little horse. I assume it was a good one. Probably older, because it didn't want to make a lot of noise. So, in case that motherfucker didn't sign that contract, I'm sure Jesse was going to put a gun to his head and make sure it happened. So, the banker came over. She gave him roughly a lot of fucking cash. And these days, a lot of fucking money. And the banker said fuck and signed the contract and said, "All right, this is your house." And he put the money in his bag, in his saddle bag, because back in the day he rode on horse. And he rode off. Well, Jesse came back and robbed all his cash back. To this day, the family of Jesse James still owns that house because Jesse made sure that there was a contract approved by the bank that could not be taken. So when you call people outlaws or Confederates or racists, realize we were just trying to protect your rights. The rights that when you own something, you own it. And if we need to come back and we need to do something to prove you own it, we have no problem with that. So these outlaws are not outlaws. They're people you should look up to sometimes. They're the ones who stood against the government and said, "You could fucking kill me, and I will not allow this to happen."